Look, it's clear that no notable staffers list would be complete without the inclusion of Cesar Gonzalez. Those of you that have dealt with him, that work with him, know of his limitless talent, his work ethic, his intelligence, but he's also a great leader. And that's reflected in the staff that he has put together, whether it's in DC or in South Florida, that we work with day in and day out. He also, by the way, has a great sense of humor, and he is absolutely discreet. He's almost like a walking skiff, not stiff, a walking skiff. Nothing that Cesar is told is ever repeated anywhere. And he's also the consummate patriot. He loves his country. He loves working for his country, and he's deeply committed to the United States of America. He's also, as you all know, steadfast, loyal, and an amazing friend. His loyalty has no bounds, and his friendship has no ends. He is the kind of person that you want as a friend, because he will go out of his way to demonstrate that loyalty, that friendship to everyone that he's with, everyone that he works with, and everyone that he loves. And as you all know, so the Diaz-Balart brothers, we've been working with Cesar now for about 20 years. He worked with Lincoln before me and has been working with me now for a number of years. So I can say this legitimately. Cesar is part of my family. I'm not just saying that. It's absolutely true. Look, it's been a joy, an absolute joy working in partnership with Cesar Gonzalez all these years. And so to all of you, let me thank you for recognizing, for honoring this truly exemplary individual. Oh, by the way, one last thing. In case some of you are wondering, no, Cesar did not write this for me. Thanks again for this opportunity. Thank you for giving me these few minutes to talk about somebody who I cherish, who I respect, who I love, and who is an outstanding human being.
Keem Bhatt is an incredible human being, a great political strategist, an internationalist who understands how interconnected we are around the world, a fighter and a champion for social justice, for human rights, and for all things progressive. And the Progressive Caucus is so lucky to have him on our team.
I think Mark Moran is the best staffer on the Hill. The Oversight Committee continues to produce results on a weekly basis. The Oversight Committee is one of the largest committees on the Hill, and I can't think of a better staff director who's produced more than Mark Moran. I'm very blessed to have the opportunity to work with him and look forward to working with him throughout this Congress.
Hi, my name is Willie Laws III, Senior Advisor and Counsel for the Assistant Democratic Leader, James E. Clyburn. I'm here today as a congressional staffer because of senior staffers like Yelverton Watkins being honored by The Hill magazine. From my time as an intern to my time as a junior staffer, even when I was preparing for law school, people on the Hill like Yelverton Watkins, or as he's affectionately known, Yebby, have been mentors, guides, and tutors along the way in my congressional career. My success and tenure as a congressional staffer is due in large part to people like Yelverton Watkins.
I am thrilled to hear that my Deputy Communications Director, Joy Lee, has been named to the Hill's first ever notable staffer list. I mean, come on, it wouldn't be complete without her. Joy is a Capitol Hill veteran. She's smart, she's strategic, and she handles everything that comes her way with grace and style. From Speaker Pelosi's office to Team Clark, she brings immense talent and endless energy to build a stronger, safer, and more just country. So Joy, on behalf of everyone who has ever had the privilege of working with you, on behalf of our entire caucus, congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
I'm Senator Ed Markey, and for years I've relied on the passion and the persistence of young people, our best and our brightest, to keep the fight for a Green New Deal strong. The best and the brightest of the best and the brightest is my policy advisor, Hannah Vogel, whose unmatched heart and mind has been pivotal in keeping climate and clean energy at the top of the congressional agenda. My heartfelt congratulations to Hannah and all of the incredible young professionals who are blazing a trail in the halls of Congress and in the streets of our communities to build a stronger, more resilient, more just future for the American people. There's nobody better than Hannah. She is just a natural leader, someone who believes in protecting everyone in our society and our planet.
Hi, this is Congressman Tom Cole, the 4th District of Oklahoma, and I want to take a moment tonight to, number one, first and foremost, congratulate all the honorees, but obviously there's one in particular that I want to talk about in just a minute, and that's my Chief of Staff at the Rules Committee in the House of Representatives, Kelly Dixon. Look, I think it's axiomatic that most good members know that the most important decisions they make aren't policy decisions, they're personnel decisions. Members are only as good as their staff, and I would say the best personnel decision I've made in my career, certainly at Rules, has been the selection of Kelly Dixon as staff director. I had the good fortune to know Kelly a long time. Honestly, she's been a congressional staffer longer than I've been a member of Congress, and I've been there over 20 years. So that tells you something about the depth of experience that she has. And I went through the variety of positions she's held, always of increasing responsibility. It would be a pretty stunning story in and of itself. But I also want to add something else, and that is, again, as I said, every good member knows that they're only as good as their staff, but they also know there's some staffers that are more important than them, and quite frankly, I would say Kelly Dixon is one of those staffers. I'd like to think I'm a pretty good congressman, but I don't think I'm as important to the operation of the Republican Conference, and honestly to the Congress of the United States, as Kelly Dixon is. She's unmatched in her knowledge of the institution and the sophistication of her judgment, and she has the respect of her peers in both parties, in an unbelievable way. I think when she speaks not only just for our committee and honestly for our conference, she speaks for the institution of the Congress of the United States. She's known and revered on both sides for putting the best interest of the institution ahead of the best interest of herself. So I admire her, I appreciate her, I regard her as a dear friend, but more importantly, I feel blessed by having had the opportunity to work with her, and I look forward to doing that for many years to come. So Kelly, congratulations, and to all the honorees, again, congratulations to you. We all appreciate the work you do for all of Congress. Good luck and God bless to you all.
Can you describe Veronica in one word?
Hilarious.
Thoughtful.
Connected to her staff.
Energetic.
Inspiring. Intellectual.
Spiritual.
Describe Veronica in one word.
Veronica is one of the hardest working chiefs of staff that I've seen.
Vivacious.
Loving.
I've been in the office long enough to see her from legislative director and her transition to chief.
Welcoming. Kind.
Nurturing.
She's been absolutely incredible.
Compassionate.
Very, very supportive.
One word for Vero is corazón.
And she's amazing.
Can you describe your staff in one word?
One word? Can I have 2 words? They're good humans.
I'm delighted to congratulate Betsy McDonald on being named to the Hill's notable staffer list. I also commend the other congressional staff members being celebrated this evening for their many contributions. Betsy has a wealth of experience on Capitol Hill and a deep understanding of the intricacies of Senate procedure forged by her more than 20 years on the Hill. In addition to serving as my staff director for the Senate Aging Committee, she served as the staff director of the Senate Budget Committee for Senator Enzi and as my deputy chief of staff, legislative director, and senior policy advisor. When I became vice chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee at the beginning of this Congress, Betsy was the clear choice for the challenging position of staff director. Betsy, thank you so much for your service to the people of our nation, to the United States Senate, to the great state of Maine, and to me. I'm so appreciative of all you do. This honor is so well deserved.
A good friend of mine, Amy Steinman. 20 years ago, she was leadership floor staff. She had come from Miami. She had been president of the Young Republicans at FIU. Wonderful conversations we had every time I'd go vote. One day, Amy said, I have a friend who would be wonderful on your staff, and he thinks like you. She repeated the recommendation various times. Amy, I finally met Caesar. How right Amy was. How brilliant. I immediately noticed that Caesar was. Obviously, that Caesar is. What an exemplary chief of staff.
Hey y'all, it's Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. I want to congratulate Mo Sharma and George Condanis, two incredible staffers on the House Democratic leadership team, and all those who have been recognized as notable staffers at this wonderful event. The House Democratic Caucus is made up of representatives who reflect the gorgeous mosaic of the American people. And we try each and every day to wake up and fight for the people, for working families and middle-class folks and young people and all those who aspire to be part of the middle class, older Americans, veterans, people from all across the land, and the least, the lost, and the left behind. We could not do our work without all of you, without incredible staff members like Mo and George, and each and every person being honored at this event today and beyond. We're thankful for your talent, for your ability, for your heart, for your soul, for your intellect, for your commitment, and for your presence in helping us serve the American people. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Chuck Schumer, and I wanted to send a huge congratulations to one of the best guys I know, my communications director, Alex Wynn. Alex is just one of the best, and he combines two qualities you don't see very often in a person: a really tough, hard, successful press secretary, and one of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. Obviously, working for me, Alex doesn't have the easiest job on the Hill, but he's one of the best, and I am so grateful. He's part of my team, and he's my friend.
Congrats, Brooke! We're so proud of you. We're lucky to have you as our Chief of Staff and look forward to many years ahead.
Hi, this is Senator Bob Menendez, the senior senator from New Jersey and chairman of the United States Senate Foreign Relations Committee. It's my distinct pleasure to salute Brandon Yoder, who I've worked with on all major issues across the Western Hemisphere for more than a decade. To me, Brandon isn't just notable for the awards and honorary knightships he has received across Latin America. It's not because while traveling, Brandon, and only Brandon, is the kind of staffer who would buy rusted 40-pound cannonballs in Colombia as souvenirs, or because he shows up to the meetings at embassies on his motorcycle. It is because Brandon is among the Senate's most influential and dedicated public servants. He is one of the most respected experts helping to steer U.S. policy towards the Western Hemisphere. And he has a prolific record of helping our committee achieve many legislative and diplomatic achievements. Since his days at the National Endowment for Democracy, he's been deeply engaged with democratic activists across the hemisphere in some of the darkest corners of the world: Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, to name a few. Democracy and human rights activists across the region consider him a friend and important ally. Brandon was one of my first hires when I became chairman. He is tireless in his oversight efforts no matter who is in the White House, and has worked to ensure that the Senate Foreign Relations Committee plays a central role in driving the policy discussion. He recently helped me get the Ecuador Partnership Act passed and has played a central legislative role on Venezuela and Cuba. I trust his judgment and rely on him without reservation. Brandon, you're truly a notable staffer. Thank you for the work that you do for the committee, and I look forward to even more success in the years to come.
Congratulations, Michaela. Michaela is not only a great lawyer and a great chief of staff, she is an extraordinary mother, which makes her a force to be reckoned with. I'm glad she's on my side. So thank you, Michaela, for all you do to lead our team and America in the right direction. We're just getting started.